Now, a couple of really neat little features that a lot of people don't ever get to see with this thing.
Oh my God, did we just become best friends right now?
So for the future, what I'm hoping to do is to cut the whole Jeep in half.
Oh, I've seen them break back windows of cars.
Yeah,
I've seen them bust in tailgates. You know, it could straight up freaking
Dude,
kill somebody, dude. What's up, guys? We're out here, Moab still. We're with Justin Andrews. He's gonna take us through his Jeep, but dude, we just had like a great heart-to-heart, man, conversation about how a lot of people gotta be really passionate about what you do, right? And that kind of goes with music. And we were talking about music a lot. Justin played in some ska bands, which is pretty cool, and some hardcore bands.
Yeah, man. Dude, we just find each other, right?
How we find each other.
Doesn't matter what it is, man. You always find the people that you're gonna vibe with, dude.
Totally.
Deal with, you know what I
It's
mean?
crazy, you know, a lot of the guys from Terra crew come from different aspects of life. There's a good group of us that do come from hardcore and punk and all that kind of stuff, and you know, we always find each other, you know. So here we are, dude. He's gonna take us through his Jeep. He's gonna tell us about it. You guys know I don't know shit about Jeeps, but that's okay.
I know very little too, so we'll get it through it together.
Factor 55, dude. These guys make some great stuff. Hopefully he has some stuff on this to showcase of the products they create too. So let's check it out.
I've got a 2008 two-door JK. It's got 160,000 miles on this thing, so they've not been easy miles, just to say the least. I've had this Jeep now for close to about 10 years. So one of the first big proud features that I got on this, that's actually an 8074 winch that's right here on the front. Okay. So if you look real close right here, it's actually Jeep Special Edition.
Nice.
So this winch is close to 50 years old, like on the front here. So we redid it, upgraded the motor, did a whole new setup, brand new thing, went through all the gears.
So it's almost like rebuilt.
Fully rebuilt, right?
That's
the
cool.
one thing about these Warren products, right, is that once you get involved into doing that, you got a lifelong kind of purchase route, which is really cool.
Right on,
dude. It's featuring our closed system shackle mounts, the parts that we invented, right?
So why are those things so important, man?
Right, it's about winch rigging safety, right?
Okay.
The hooks and conventional hooks that come on winches can open, you're leaving your winch line exposed. So what this does is create a safer, more secure rigging connection point for any of your winch stuff. And then it's featuring Warren's new night line that's on here. So you can kind of see it's got a 3M reflective filament. Okay. So it actually, at night, you can see the line. So the winch is sitting on a TJ bumper, so JK Jeep. But there's a TJ bumper from Savvy Off-Road. It's their aluminum bumper, but I had to get a stubby bumper like that in order to put this winch on the front. Okay. It's an aluminum shell. It's got gussets and that we welded underneath in between the frame rails because the winch needed that support to mount underneath there. Right. And then we also got a Rigid Industries 6-inch bar on the front there. Nice. And then can't forget about my little Sasquatch.
You got Sasquatch, dude.
We got 7075 DOM steering. That's all from Carolina Metal Masters. Okay. Right, so that stuff really keeps everything in line, especially with how hard it is out here on the trails. Right. We got Artec Industries truss kits. Okay. Steer smarts, track bar, and their steering bracket in between here that had to shave because of how the low center of gravity of the build. Okay. It's sitting on rock crawler suspension, and then Fox 2.5 performance shocks. So.
Nice, man, nice. You running race lines?
Yeah, I got Raceline Monster beadlocks and then BFG KO2s. So the one thing that we like about, especially working with BFG, is a USA-made tire. We make all of our parts in America. My favorite part of the BFG tire, which I always like to point out, is that right there, man. Baja Champion. There it is. That tire does not get Baja Champion unless this finishes the class and wins the Baja 1000.
Hell yeah, man. Cool. That's very cool.
MCE fender flares. Okay. The idea is that you can lay this into a rock. It won't dent the body. Okay. But it'll fold in, and then you can heat pop them back out. Oh, nice. So that's a really cool feature, right, if you like lay this thing over. And then the JK, this Jeep has actually been stretched 4 inches in the rear. Okay. And so this on rock crawler suspension, X Factor stretch kit. Okay. It's got TNT Customs armor. They're out of Wyoming, out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. They make some of the best Jeep fitment armor that's out there. So they're one of the only ones that made it for a stretch two-door JK this year. Okay. So that's pretty crazy. Savvy Off-Road half doors. These things are really sweet, super lightweight, keeps the wind from busting in and cracking you dude on the trail. It's amazing how effective and easy those things are to hold on there.
Wow, this is so cool. I think it's so cool, all the great products that are offered for your guys' rigs, man.
Some of the stuff is just totally so easy and bolt on, right? You know what I mean? It makes it so perfect to go in here. Now, a couple of really neat little features that a lot of people don't ever get to see with this thing, right?
Okay, let's
I'll
see.
show you. So in between here, right, we got our iDrive, which is a throttle sensor response. Little tuner thing goes in here.
Okay.
It's got a welded in additional cage, kind of put in between here, right, for extra safety.
Right.
I pulled out the factory radio. So
Okay.
now I got rugged radios, race radio,
nice.
60-watt race radio and intercoms, like built into the dash.
Nice.
Because underneath the steering wheel is a Bluetooth controller with an amp right behind here that goes to the Crawl Tune speakers in the
Dude.
back of the roll cage.
Ooh, that's
Still
nice,
ties
man.
into the factory subwoofer. Now that leading up comes into the Carolina Metal Masters handles, right? These handles are built into here, and then the mirrors, when you have the half doors on or the doors off, that becomes your side mirror, right?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
super
yeah.
trick.
That's
And then
really
you
cool.
also have a GoPro mount, like on the end, a ram ball mount to put a camera out here on the
There's
end of
just
this.
purpose in
Dude,
every
in
corner of this
everything.
thing. Everywhere I look, there's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
this is useful. Here, this is useful. This is just everything. Dude,
So,
man,
dude-
this is cool. All the adjustable things, but
Is it rad?
awesome.
Right, so then one of my favorite little things, this right here, that's actually from Martin Shapes, who is one of the best longboard surf shapers like
Oh,
in
nice.
the world. And he makes grab handles out of old surfboard resin from like a Hobie surfboard factory, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you get a little touch in between here, man, to have that on there. Dude,
It's all about the little,
it's all
you
like
know?
a little thing, right?
Yeah, dude, it's all in the detail, dude.
So we even with the race radios being set up, I've got the side handle from Carolina Metal Masters CMM Off-Road.
Oh, that's cool.
Then it's got the push to talk. The grab handle right here has got ram ball mounts to hold on to like the phone and like do everything that's going on through this way. In the Jeep community, it's pretty common, right, to name your Jeep. You want to name the build.
Yeah.
So, well, dude, from all of us, right, what's the greatest movie ever made? I'll answer it for you. It's Point Break.
Oh
So-
my God, did we just become best friends right now?
So, dude,
It's that place where you lose yourself and you find yourself.
Rock and roll. Dude, that is my favorite movie.
yeah, so there you go.
Dude, right here, right here.
So, dude, Point Break is the jam. It's the best movie ever made.
Brother from another mother, dude.
Patrick Swayze plays Bodhi, right? The Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
They call him the Bodhisattva.
So I named my Jeep Bodhi. And that's why it
Yes.
says Bodhi via con Dios right there on the
Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios.
And then, so you guys also, how do you guys navigate out here? Do you guys have your like trails like downloaded, or what do you guys typically do with all
So
that stuff?
now with the ram ball mount sitting on here, right? Whether it's going to be our phone mount or our iPads,
Yeah.
we always have OnX Off-Road queued up right in between here. And
Wow.
then, dude, OnX has been so great, especially this year, and really tapping into especially a lot of the trails. I've been at wheeling out here in Moab for 8 or 9 years. We've been at Easter Jeep Safari.
Yeah.
And dude, we've had trail guides. We've gone out wheeling by ourselves. But man, now you gotta the way it's
A
so
mapping
user,
system,
dude,
yeah.
it's so user friendly and so easy to get around, man. That's the dude.
Dude, I'm loving the vibes of this thing, dude. This is so cool. And we see we got your fire extinguisher, very
Yep, and
important.
that's on the weld-in roll cage through here, right? Where
Okay.
the Crawl Tunes speakers are in the back, which goes around.
Yeah.
Once you come back around through the back here, what you see is it's stretched. Right?
Yeah.
So we cut out the wheel well
Yeah.
in between here. And then the rear axle is moved back 4 inches. And so all the lower control arms are taken off in order to put on that X Factor kit.
Yeah.
It's got all aluminum skids, TNT skids underneath to go with that.
Nice.
And then again with the R-Tech trusses on both of the factory Rubicon axles and R-Tech fender liners,
Okay.
you know, kind of give that a cool vibe to clean up with the TNT custom stretch corners.
Right, right.
So kind of a neat deal, dude, the way that all kind of pieced together back through here.
Heck yeah, man.
As you come around, it's got flat LED taillights. There's a lot of different Jeep companies. I think that Jeep should have square taillights, right? Round headlights, square taillights. That's kind of how it
Right, right.
goes. A lot of the cool guys don't run tire carriers. I personally like having a tire carrier and a spare tire.
Why don't people like to run them?
When you get into like 40-inch tires and that kind of thing, sometimes what's more effective is just to have a tire patch kit, right? Not having the weight on the back as you're trying to get up obstacles and do things.
Yeah.
So, but I personally just like running a full-size spare. I think that's the way a Jeep should look. So this got the Gen Right tire carrier.
Okay.
They're aluminum tire carriers. It goes right onto the factory hinges. It locks open, which is a really sweet feature with a quick release.
Nice.
And then the Savvy Off-Road rear bumper. And you actually have to cut the frame and replace it with a new cross member. It's a locking pin,
Excellent.
hitch receiver shackle mount, and the soft shackle to our kinetic energy rope.
Excellent.
All is one system that can be used, all made by Factory 55. Pretty
So why is it important to run these kinds of ropes out there, man? Okay.
So kinetic recovery is the most dangerous form of vehicle recovery. It's used a lot for Baja because it's very effective in compression terrain, in sand, snow, and mud, right? But it's not to be used in the rocks. It's not for towing, right? That's for what static tow straps and that type of thing, and winching is for.
Right.
This is for that burst of energy. But because of that burst of energy, the problem is that that dynamic energy is unpredictable.
Right.
So you got to be really careful when it comes to using these tools.
Right.
But dude, for Jeeps, it's pretty simple, right? Because the vehicles are lightweight. There's roll cages, there's easy connection points. They all got frame-mounted bumper connections to other things that are on them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that makes it really simple. But when you're utilizing this, when you come into the backcountry and you come across somebody in a Nissan sedan or a Honda Civic, then you're in real trouble, right? So you want to make sure you learn the proper techniques to execute that to keep people safe. So it's cool.
Okay.
That, one of the biggest things about all of our products, like adding to any build, is that they're USA made, they're tested, they're rated, and we also are providing you with that education to use them correctly.
I love that, dude. I've been out there. I've seen these things snap. I've seen them fly through. I've seen them break back windows of cars.
Yeah,
I've seen them bust in tailgates. It can straight up freaking kill somebody, dude. Yeah, it's scary. So you got to do it right. And I think when you're in those situations and you're stuck, you're just thinking like, oh, get them out, go, like do your thing, but you're not really considering all other options.
You never go too slow, man.
Definitely.
You got to take the time to do it right.
Well, dude, I think we're talking to the right guy about this, man. Factory 55 obviously knows what they're doing. So. Well, very cool, man. Any other plans for this thing, or like?
For the future, what I'm hoping to do is to cut the whole Jeep in half.
Oh, crap.
Jeep Works Limited out of Arizona does a 10-inch body stretch. So they basically take a two-door JK and turn it into an LJ base frame.
Wow.
Which is super rad. If you look them up, there's only about 40 of them like around. I mean, it's sweet. So I'm hoping that will kind of get done. I just had a baby 4 months ago.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations, dude. There you go.
Had a little baby girl.
Dad crew.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
To have a little bit of room to put the car seat in the back and do the whole thing would be, kind of badass.
Excellent.
Because the kids are going to grow up doing this, right?
You got to teach them right, dude.
Yeah, man. And so I think I'm going to do that. Obviously, trying to upgrade the drivetrain. Maybe finally do 1-ton axles. But look, man, a lot of people always think like, hey, man, if I'm going to get into this and I'm going to run big tires, 37s will get the job done.
Right.
In a lot of ways, right?
Right.
These are stock Rubicon, Dana 44s with E-lockers. I mean, the whole thing,
Excellent.
You can get in and get really active and wheel the piss out of your stuff with, the basics.
Right.
You don't need a ton of fancy things. You don't need a $100,000 build in order to go out and have fun and recreate and be cool people, dude.
Right. For sure, dude. Exactly.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, dude. Well,
so I have to share one last little story about this thing, though. The crescendo, the climax of the wonderful thing I love about this Jeep
Yes,
is
sir.
so, again, Point Break.
yeah.
Okay, so it's the greatest movie ever made. Up on top, you got to climb up.
All right, let's do it.
So this is a spiderweb shade that was custom printed to look like Bodie's surfboard from Point Break.
Yes.
So it's got the hourglass on the top. Now here's the
sick.
So here's the kicker. With this sunshade, so it's kind of like Bodie's always got a surfboard, right?
Yeah.
So the kicker to this is that design was laid out by a guy named Dennis Jarvis, who owns Spider Surfboards, who taught the cast and crew of Point Break how to surf and shaped all the boards for the movie. And I got all 3 of the boards that Bodie uses in the film. He shaped for me. So I got a replica of the board.
I thought I loved the movie, dude.
No,
my God.
Dude, I got the Reagan mask. I got the whole thing, dude.
Oh, so, that is so
Point Break
sick, dude.
It's the best movie.
Dude, that's rad, man.
So
dude, that is so cool.
And then last but not least, I was going to show Scano's love for the Jesse Combs Foundation. Well, I've got the bandana tied right around here, right by the roll cage, dude, to honor the late Jesse Combs. Of
course.
And she was a good friend of the company's, the brand, of mine, and So
good person, a good human being.
We're all honoring her, man. Fastest woman on earth right there.
Hell yeah, dude.
So we keep it real, dude. Like wherever we go when it comes to any of the parts that we're doing, the stuff that we're repping, and even better so in the educational standpoint.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Well, dude, thank you so much for that awesome freaking tour of this thing.
Yeah, man.
If you guys have any questions for Justin, please comment below. So we're gonna talk to this guy hopefully more in the future, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for checking out this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap, and we'll see you around. Later.